Hi everyone, delonewolf here, and welcome back to Sisi, the test server for EVE Online. And I'm going to try and record the entire Oceanus mass test here. As you can see, 350 in local, or almost. CCB Habakkuk has just announced basically the start of the event. And we're starting in FD, where I'm at the moment, at the gate to XB. And so, yeah, soon we will jump in there. We're gonna pretty much, I guess, test the cloaking and test the new way the graphics are being displayed. And this is something that I've already noticed when I zoom in very quickly or zoom back out very quickly. I no longer see the untextured ships. So in the previous mass tests, what I would see here were like completely white and completely yellowish. I'm just keeping one eye on CCP Habakkuk's announcements as well. So I would see some texture problems, and this does seem to be solved. I do think I'm on the DirectX 9 client. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll check that at the end. But so far, you know, 350 in local, a pretty decent fleet here, and this is pretty much the smoothest I've known it for quite a while. And even when doing all of this, it's still holding quite well here at around 60 frames per second. So it's an interesting start here, I must say. We get some pretty cool ships here, of course, a couple of Nestors, a few capital ships as well, which will sino in and out, which is of course where the real test is going to begin. At the moment everyone is just sitting quietly around the gate. When we start shooting the pods and stuff like that, you're probably gonna see a different picture. But I had some serious problems before, and oh, there's even a Titan over there. Look at that, pretty cool. I had some serious texture problems of them popping in and out, and this already feels a lot better. And now let's just, yeah, let's wait for the go-ahead. The normal planning is that we'll jump, then we'll do a test of the cloaking. After that we'll bash a boss, and then we'll have like a PvP fight. Request fleet invites. Okay, today we're mostly interested in the new cloaking effects and in the new way how ship models are being loaded in the client. And yeah, as I've said, this already feels smoother to me. Not 100% sure. We'll have to wait for the entire test, but good start here already. I would have had problems in previous mass tests, although I gotta be honest as well, 366 is not the highest. It is not the highest that I've seen a mass test either, so that could still be part of the problem. So here we go. Let's hope it starts soon. And what I'm hoping to do with this video, if I can record the entire thing, is to give you guys basically an idea of how a mass test goes and how this one for Oceanus has been able to perform. I've got a backup plan if the client crashes or something like that. I'll try and get some extra fraps and maybe give like an after report. But for now, let's just see how it goes. The fleet here, yeah, starting to be decently big. Frames per second has dropped to like 40 to 45 for me with the current load on grid. So if I zoom out, I do get back to like 60 frames per second. And here is the report, of course. If you see anything weird with either of those, screenshots and bug reports are welcome. And yeah, we'll actually start approaching 400, so that's not bad. A couple more ships popping in, including a Dread. Just give us a go. Sinos are ISD BH and ISD BH Bite Ghost, okay, and Fungicide. Not sure if we've seen them before. I'm in Fleet W, by the way, which is usually the one that goes in first for the PvP fight. And ooh, look at that here. That was a little bit of like the cloaking effect. So Yeah, I've seen a Tengu cloak as well, which I think is interesting. Is it possible that you can cloak up? Oh, there goes a Sino. That you can like cloak up and that you do see the effect, but that he disappears from the overview right away. That is of course a possibility. I'm still gonna wait for a word from CCP Habakkuk before taking the gate. Get ready for the first jump in about 30 seconds. Do not jump yet. Yep, there's a couple of guys that
Hold on, gate.
Do jump. But that's to be expected. Honestly, it's not like exact science here either. And if you have some experience, I'm gonna wait for CCP Habakkuk just to try and get the correct experience. But if you want to be sure to load grid, well, it's a smart idea to jump a little bit before that. So let's see if I can select the gate here somehow. Yeah, there we go. Gate's ready for jump. There we get a couple more capital ships at the ready. And 367, 368, okay. And here again, let's try this zooming in and out, but I'm really not seeing the texture popping. Okay, in 5, 3, 2, 1, jump!
Fleet, jump, jump, jump.
And I do hope that the voice is not going to be too overwhelming, but that's all part of the experience. And there we go, 168 seconds for my getting in the system. Stay cloaked for a while directly after the jump and then fly away from the gate to spread out. Okay, 159. So obviously it's 400, almost 400 people trying to jump in the system at the same time. This is going to give this Doctor Who effect over here. But okay, we're already loading grid, and oof, my ship was not centered there with the camera coming in on its own. So let's try and hold cloak a little bit. Over there we get a Titan, Panther. Look at all the Sinos coming in.
Hold cloak.
So that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit more. 60 frames per second, local at 260. So a lot of people actually do have to load, but are visible in system. And there come the Sinos. Maybe I can show that from a little bit closer. It's pretty cool. This is close to that blue sun.
Starburst. Go in any direction away from the gate.
And I guess I'll start flying half towards the planet. So we try to spread out, don't be within like 2,500 meters from one another. Maybe a quick burst of the afterburner, getting away from the guys. But yeah, more and more people obviously popping in.
Out.
And let me see if I can already find the pulse beacon somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Pulse warping point is over there, very close to the sun. You should be able to get there as well pretty easily. And here we go. Oh, look at that. Was that micro warp jump drive effect? Some cool effects there.
Spread out further.
A little bit more spreading. Alright, I'll burst another one here. Still 60 frames per second and 330, 340 in local. So seems to be holding quite well here. So that's nice. Maybe another one because right next to the Noctis here. There's the fleet spreading out nicely across away from the gate, so I think that's looking quite okay. And still doing all right here. Now cloak, if you have one fitted, so
Ship's with cloak. Cloak now.
let's zoom in for my own effect. There it goes, very cool. Let's see if I can maybe grab a couple of other ones that cloak or not. Well, I'm seeing some of them disappear, but maybe if some of the capital ships can cloak, we can see. Yep, there, look at that one bumping, that Thanatos bumping back out of cloak. But other than that, it's hard to catch any of them. We're still doing okay. Yeah, the capitals, that's going to be harder, I guess. And over here, well, a lot of them are actually gone. The Orca won't have a cloak. And still more stuff coming in. Pretty cool. Uncloak again. I was uncloaked by the Titan, I guess. Let's start flying back into that direction. Anything visible?
Alright, uncloak. Uncloak.
Oop, there, look at that. Look at the Orca here, very
so
nice.
Many purple, it's beautiful.
So, yeah, it's kind of strange. I was not expecting us to be able to actually see an active effect on other ships. Let's maybe zoom out a little bit so that I don't get the noise too much. But yeah, that's a little bit strange because it can actually give you an idea of where they are in space with manual flying. This could be a bit of a nerf because you could try to like manually fly. Look at that over here. Yeah, you know that there's a dread in that direction normally, so it's kind of yeah, kind of not how I expected it. I would have expected everyone to just pop out of existence, but you are actually seeing an effect. Interesting. Look at that, here he comes back. So while it's really cool,
I play around with the cloak. Cloak, decloak, cloak, decloak.
While it's really cool, it's kind of strange that other people can yeah, can tell where something is cloaking. Weird. Okay, I'll make a note of that and I'll add it in the bug report. That's one thing that I really noticed here. If you look for them, you might be able to actually find them and tell their location. Interesting. So here comes, there you see that new, let's cloak up again to try and show it. Here we go. Disappearing. Zoom. And then when I deactivate it, there you can see the new, if you can see it, the new countdown before you can actually reuse it. And on a covered up cloak, that's actually pretty good. So let's go. And maybe what I should do is I should maybe like cloak up, and then if I'm not mistaken, this one could cloak. And anything else? Yeah. Ooh, god damn it. Well, maybe you'll use it again here. I think that Raven Navy issue was actively using it. In the meantime, I'll burst it align to the beacon for the boss. Boss. Allow me to click you. Come on, dude. Boss warping. Align to uncloaked. There we go. I get a couple of bouncers, so I may be able to use that. Right. So yeah.
All right. Align to the broadcasted warp in. Do not warp. Just align.
And a couple of guys, they want to get there first. But yeah, we're just aligning over there now. 386 in local. Frames per second, bouncing from like 50.
Can you rebroadcast, please?
Okay.
Thanks.
I hope that audio from voice was not too loud, but part of the experience, I guess. And still doing quite okay. Something else popping in. Whee. Looks like an MR carrier here. Minmatar carrier, I'm sorry.
Habakkuk requires that you continue playing with the cloak if you can.
Okay. So there goes the cloak. And the uncloak. Warp. Alright. And I lost it, but...
Fleet, warp, warp, warp!
Go, go, go!
Warp drive active.
Everybody's going in. I'll see if I can actually use the cloak while in this warp, but that looks to be quite okay. And is that a Gila or a Gila in my warp tunnel? Yes, it is. 20 meters, 17 meters, 10 kilometers. Within 2000, does he uncloak me? Yep, there you go. He actually uncloaks me in the warp tunnel. Interesting.
Do not shoot upon landing. Wait for the order.
I think that could have been a cool effect for the Gila pilot there. So there we go, landing on the boss. This loading for 400 people feels really smooth. And again,
Is the 8-figure new?
And I'm not seeing the texture popping I saw before. So this is actually, in my opinion, pretty major in improvements. 35 kilometers. Probably drop some guards there soon. Frames per second. Yeah, bouncing from 40 to 60 now. I can zoom out for like 60 straight like this. So yeah, pretty impressive so far. People are actually starting to shoot, although that's a little bit early. I guess I'll get my guards out. So there we go. Guards are ready to fire. There comes the test fleet. What's this doing to my frames per second? 30. It's pretty impressive view though. Quick zoom in and out. I'm gonna try and push this a little bit here. The bubble, that'll be taken down pretty soon. And yeah, just waiting for the IST, CCP Habakkuk to tell us to start shooting before I actually do this. And god damn it, someone actually was firing on me. Let's hope he stops. And someone must have been smart bombing, because look at my guards. There goes the post bash from close. I'm dropping to like 20 frames. From here I'm like 40, trying to hold 40. Hope you can see the frames per second monitor here. Shoot it, alright. Drones engaging. Let's add what little firepower I have to that. Let's maybe also activate this here. There we go, bubble is gone. This is a test, so this is not like a PvP situation, so no smart bombs, no bubbles. We're supposed to be quite civil here. And my guard 2 misses Minmatar control tower. How the hell can they miss such a big stationary thing? Yeah, frames per second obviously dropping to like 20 to 30 here, zoomed out. If I zoom in, it's gonna be even worse. And so, looks like someone is actually coming online, so I'm gonna get rid of Skype here. Yeah, but I think zoomed out, it's actually holding quite well at around 30, which is decently surprising. And this feels huge. Like
Test, is that working?
Yep.
Yes. Cool, thanks.
So there we go, come on. Although it is a little... Yeah, the zooms... What the hell, something exploded there? the zooms are a little bit tougher to keep up. But I do think that CCP will get some nice information from this. 400-man boss bash. No tie-dye that I can see. So I've actually had mass tests with tie-dye if I'm not mistaken. And this boss is actually dying pretty slowly. So yeah, just keep doing it. Maybe a quick zoom in on the boss. Could that? So 25 frames per second. Here is the boss being fired at. Yeah, 40 frames per second for this one. So it really does depend on what you're looking at as well. But this is, in my opinion, performing admirably. And Aincourt in local is reporting something similar. So that's actually, yeah, pretty impressive so far. And man, this is really going slowly. And yeah, someone on Steam. Let me see here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's settled. So 20 frames per second for mine with recording through OBS. In the meantime, yeah. Please check your frames per second now for the survey. Zoom out for this. Right, I'll do a full zoom out and 30, 40, in between 30 and 40 frames per second.
Please check your FPS. Zoom out if you need to. All the way in, all the way out, and see the numbers. If you don't know how to put the FPS monitor, it's Control F.
The exact
Zoom
question
out
is
and see the number.
average frames per second during the post bash when zoomed out. Yeah, put that at like 35 or something like that at the moment. Maybe make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit of patience for this. I may actually get this out. Well, can't really edit the OBS files, so we'll just keep going for this. Or is this good enough?
Remember that number? You will have to input it at the survey at the end, probably.
I zoomed out, yeah. 40, almost 35 to 40, so... And there we go, Sisi Hubakuk is also saying that the shield is dropping way too slowly. And of course people put on cloaks, so they may not have the siege needed. That's true as well.
And don't forget to shoot the tower as well.
And well, we've already been going for like 25 minutes, so I may actually end this here. Because this is still going to take quite a while. And after that, so after this, the idea is just that we have a fight in another system between the two fleets, and then CCP provides with a survey where we can yeah, provide them with some numbers and some information, some stuff that we noticed. So this is looking quite good, but it's actually going to take a little bit longer than usual for the post bash here. I guess a lot of Dreads did not fit their siege modules. Let me see here. Feel free to stay. I'll help a bit with the cheat. Okay, okay. Let's see if CCP Hubakuk actually cheats through this, so we can actually go for part 2. which would be the fight, but that's
Yes.
really going to be the end.
Zoomed out is fully zoomed out as far as you can.
But I'll be blown up pretty quickly there, I think. So yeah, here we go again. 35 is what it does seem to be able to hold if I don't move the camera around too much or too quickly. Come on, CCP Habakkuk, show us some of that magic. Show us some of those dev hacks. Feel free to stay, I'll help a bit with cheat. This guy probably at around 20-25 on average, so they're generally doing quite well.
We are Fleet W. Yeah, I can call stuff, but I'll probably go down quick. I'm in the northwest.
And well, 26.5. If at 30 minutes we're not on our way to the fight, I'll call it. Otherwise, I'll try and get the fight there. Let's take a look. 397 in local. FPS still doing okay, in my opinion. And my guards there still missing. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not in nullsec, because honestly this is not one of my favorite activities. And there we go, I think we saw like a couple dev hacks here coming in. The shields are pretty much gone all of a sudden. And yeah, still hanging around 38, look at that, pretty good. So that is still going, come on. 5% shields remaining. 4. 3. And then armor and structure, that should go decently quickly. 1. Yeah, there we go. That's finally starting to come down. And yeah, I'm gonna have to put my average, except, you know, when something happens here, it must have been like a jump or something. You do get those jumps down to like 25, but I'm gonna put my average at 35 to 38 frames per second even, so that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I'd say 35 just to count the downs a little bit as well. But yeah, that's extremely successful. The other mass tests have been with more people. I think more like 700 or something like that. But the post bash has never been this smooth. It's always been a lot harder on the client. And then these zoom ins, I mean, I'm not seeing any texture problems. And if what I read is correct, what happens is that now the client loads like a low poly, a low detail model first, and then it evolves, it fades in the correct one depending on your settings. And if this is the result, I mean, to me this feels like a major improvement. I've been in previous mass tests for Cries and all of that, and yeah, this is surprisingly good, surprisingly smooth. Even here, 22-25 frames per second zoomed in is not bad. I was at like 8 to 10 in previous ones, so yeah, I'm actually impressed here. I'm really impressed by this so far. So we get just a little bit, 60% structure remaining. People here are reporting, yeah, pretty much similar to mine here. I'd say 35 average, 36 average, pretty good. So just yeah, let's wait this out, and then we'll get a fleet W to Poitot, I think. So maybe I should already go for the gates.
Pos
here.
is 20% structure and going down fast.
And there I'll die amongst the first ones, because Stratios is one of those sure kills. And then yeah, we'll have had these mass tests. So there she goes. Boom.
Down. Good job.
Whoop. Let's bring the clones in before I get
Scoop drones aligned to Poitot gate.
aligned to. And yeah, a little delay on the explosion here, so I think that used to be a bit longer in the previous test, so that's pretty good too. I am aligning.
Align to Poitot.
Fleet
And
W.
fleet, we're warping to Poitot.
Jump. I'll jump straight away.
Warp drive.
Since we're supposed to jump and prepare a gate camp, that's what we will do. Let's zoom in for that. 30 frames per second, getting out of there, back to 60.
Jump on contact.
There we go. And Omen Navy issuing my warp tunnel this time. One. Or is that's a one, right? Yeah, I think that's a one. So obviously some clients
Sino should be the same as last time.
Some clients are going to have a harder time, but for mine it's done quite well already. Pretty impressive. So here we go. Maybe have a look behind me for some warpins.
Jump,
Whoa, a
jump,
lot of
jump into
Stratioses.
Poitot, and we're setting up a gate camp.
So there we go, a Titan and a couple of dreads and stuff on our side, pretty cool.
Alright, here's what I propose. Every frigate or frigate killer engage any single bomber that you can see to protect our capitals and stuff. Capitals target the Archons in alphabetical order, and cruisers, well, feel free to engage whatever, and let's get the bastards down.
First time that we actually have like a strat and voice comm being used here as well. On the previous events that was not the case.
No need to rep me. I'll probably go down in the blaze of glory.
And there comes a bubble, and
Remember,
normally
frigates target the bombers first.
whatever
and
is
then
not
any frigate,
from our fleet,
capitals and battleships get the
It's fair
Archons
game.
down in alphabetical order, and cruisers engage at will.
so let's see if I can oh no, he's actually in my fleet. God damn it, what the hell. What have we got here? Executioner, a pilgrim, that could be interesting. There we go, the first fighting happens. We're still at 60 frames per second. Let's see if I can... Alright, that pilgrim is
Charon and
probably
Hound for the frigates.
going to go
You
down
guys.
pretty quickly. Can I maybe approach? That would be nice. Get an approach order done. 40 frames per second. Let's actually zoom out a
If you
little
can
bit on
get
this
that
battle.
cockroach, he's down too.
So there goes the pilgrim. And alright, he's down. Let's see, here we get it.
We are in Poitot on the
looks
XBV
like-
gate and killing everything.
Is that me being engaged? Not sure. Yeah, someone was engaging me because my drones were on someone else. Alright, that's actually
Don't
not the
pod.
right overview.
Don't pod.
That's CCP Claymore. I'm gonna leave him. There's a cockroach. I'm actually
Cruisers,
targeting him.
there's an Ishtar.
Yeah, there we go. There's an Ishtar. I'm gonna leave him alone as well. I mean, they're here for the test, so let's not overdo it. Frames per second, 60.
Purifier. Nemesis.
Naga as well. Let's see if we can get onto him. There we go. He's gonna get blapped pretty quickly, but yeah. Fully zoomed in, still 60 frames per second. Locally still at 146 though, so I think the real deal is still going to have to come. But in the meantime, well, I'm just gonna shoot whatever our guys are shooting. He's gonna micro jump drive out of there. Nighthawk. See if I can approach that. There we go. Alright, fleet X should be coming in now. In the meantime, well, we got
the Archons down.
We got some action down as well. And it's gonna be the final part. Let's see how the frames per second and stuff like that hold up. Nastero, Proteus, Dragoon. Oh, I'm actually outside of the bubble. Oh, is he really trying to escape? Well, he's not gonna now. Keep approaching, come on. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Goodbye. 40 frames per second now, 300 in local, so yeah, the fight is gonna happen here. Maybe in a zoomed out state, that could be more interesting. Let's see if I can grab the Vagabond here. Or well, Proteus is good too. Maybe go back in here. Well, it's still doing okay. This feels... Yeah, again, this feels decently good. This feels better than before. And this is quite nice and action-packed. In the meantime, look at that, I'm being targeted, so I'll be gone pretty soon. But let's stick on that Proteus, scram him as long as possible. And nope, this is not the time for Skype. I'm busy. So just keep going, and there we go. I explode in awesome glory. And there we go, guys. Quick last look at the fight. Maybe also zoomed in frames per second. Could be interesting. Let me see here. Yeah, again similar. 35 frames per second or something like that on average, which honestly I think is pretty good. It's a smaller number of participants, but it's quite alright. So yeah, there you go, guys. The Oceanus mass test. I would say very successful. I'm very impressed with this graphical overhaul. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.